Hey everybody, welcome back to Electric Cafe. Doing quite a bit of videos today. I got the day off. It's a nice breezy Sunday. I'm not really into football, college football, and it's almost hockey season, which I'm excited for. Uh, Go Oilers! But yeah, I'm not really a big football fan anymore. I just kind of stopped watching the last couple of years, and WNBA playoffs, golf. There's no majors on. This is kind of like, baseball is picking up. Definitely been watching the Dodgers. My Dodgers play. I still follow the Dodgers every day. I don't get to watch them on TV, unfortunately, but it's funny. I like going to base. I'm probably like a lot of fans in baseball. Like I like going to the games, um, but I don't like watching baseball on TV. But I'll watch the playoffs. But then again, I do watch the highlights every night, like religiously. I watch 10 minutes of highlights of every game and see how my team does. And if you guys watch the Dodgers or watch baseball, Shohei Ohtani is just amazing. But yeah, so it gives me a lot of time to do some music reviews today and chill out and organize my music today. And kind of. I actually ordered a microphone cable, so I can use my proper microphone. I need a XLR to eighth inch. Hopefully, everything will work on that, and so I can start using a better microphone, so you guys can hear me a little bit better. And then maybe next I'll actually get a light. Who knows? Big production value over here at Electric Cafe. Um, yeah, but I'm not here to necessarily be seen. In fact, I really it, if I could make this a radio show and I would just do a radio show, I would do it. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be recognized. I like to be known as somebody with good taste in music. I've always strived for that because I do like to share music, and I spend a lot of time listening to music. So it's nice to get a compliment. Like everybody likes a compliment of you look good, or you smell good, or you're smart, or But I've always gotten good compliments on my music taste and how well rounded it is. So that's one nice thing. But I'm not here to make money, monetize my channel in any way. I do have an idea that I would like to make money on the idea of this channel, but not through necessarily, not in a monetized way. And but if I could do it the same way and do it through radio, I would. I don't want to be seen. I'm not the most handsome person to look at. I'm not the most eye appealing video. I don't edit my videos and put a lot of stuff in, although I may do that in the future. But hopefully you're here for just the content of me talking about the music, and you're interested in seeing how I rate these songs and what I think the good and bad of the songs are, and hopefully I touch on some of your favorite music. And yeah, that's pretty much the idea of it. And also, I'm doing it for me for selfish reasons because I want to go over the music that eventually when I look back upon this channel and look back upon my history of music, I can look at it fondly and maybe even revisit some of this. And who knows, maybe some nephews and relatives or people will be like, oh, let's check out Tim on his channel, and wow, he really knew his music and really liked music. Maybe they'll put that on my gravestone. Tim really knew his music. Tim was a good DJ. Tim liked music. Something dumb like that. But but seriously, I really enjoy music. That's all I've ever wanted to be. I've never wanted to be rich. I never wanted to have a huge house. Never wanted to have a Ferrari. Never wanted to have kids and a wife. Like I always just wanted to have a really good music collection. Is that sad? I don't know. I mean, there's everything else comes with it. The experiences of going trips and record stores and traveling and concerts and talking to people about music and stuff like that. There's just everything involved around it. But like I've always just really wanted to find good music and not yeah, find good music, and not feel like I missed out on anything, and I got to hear the best of the best as far as what I like. And so yeah, so this album, Massive Attack's 1994 album Protection. I'm doing a review on right now. Here's my original CD. I think I got this in probably like 1997. I first heard Massive Attack in '97 when Mezzanine came out, and my friend was playing it, and I was just like, "What is this? This is..." Or no, I'm sorry, he was playing Blue Lines in '97, and then I went back and got this and Blue Lines, and then Mezzanine came out in '98, right? So this is uh, this is a reissue, I think, from 2012. I think when they first reissued it. Really good album, and let's get into it. So checking out my notes here. First song titles. Some people call this a trip hop album, and sometimes people call down tempo trip hop because it's kind of urban and sort of maybe has like some sort of leaning on hip hop, sort of down tempo instrumentals and things like that. Kind of has an urban flavor, and like I don't think this is really a trip hop version, and maybe they call it trip hop because it's varied like that and sort of has down tempo and sort of has a little bit of hip hop in there. But maybe it's because Tricky's on a couple of songs as well. But Massive Attack is kind of known for being one of the best at trip hop, so I guess it works. But I think of trip hop as a little bit more like Tricky's album and not so much like because there's really nothing trip. I mean, there's definitely some atmospheric stuff with Massive Attack, but there's nothing trippy about it. They're not psychedelic in any respect. They're not. I mean, they're not really tied to electronic music as far as like techno, and I think trip hop in a lot of ways does. I think some of the early like trip hop compilations, like on Moonshine Records, like in '93, '94, like those were kind of a mix of kind of down tempo, but things that had like electronic music and it sort of had like a little bit of house and techno in it. And I don't know, I don't think Massive Attack is really trip hop, but it's when trip hop is mentioned, Massive Attack gets mentioned, and I get it, but I don't know if they're really fully trip hop. So the title song, solid beat, vocals. The vocals and the keys really make this song. It's sung great, obviously, and that's kind of what the Massive Attack has. They have this one girl. I'm blanking on her name that sings this one. I think her name is Thorn or something like that. And then there's a girl named is it Natalie or Natalia or something like that. Like each of them have two songs, and then Tricky and the other guys, the guys from the Wild Bunch, I guess they were sort of like a hip hop, sort of dance crew, hip hop crew, sort of before Massive Attack sort of got together, and they sort of became Massive Attack out of that. And so they do a couple songs, so everybody kind of gets their couple songs, which is kind of cool because three is like Hero Child, and Protection is like I think Better Things, and three is like oh no, three is no Karma Como is like Euro Child. I'm kind of messing up which ones they're which, but they all kind of have like they each do like two songs each, and it's kind of nice because they're not running out of ideas. It's like everybody comes up with two songs in a way. I don't know if they did it like that, but it kind of worked out like that, which is kind of cool. But Protection's a really good song, and it's nearing like 8 minutes long, but it doesn't feel that long. It's got the instrumental towards the end is really nice. Love the acid line that it adds, which is really cool. That's probably the most uh, psychedelic thing on the album is the acid line, and this song is in no way close to being like a down tempo electronic song. It's more closer to R&B than really electronic. I got it 3.5 stars. I feel like I might rate this one a little low. Is it an excellent song? It's pretty dang close, but don't feel like I could put it there. I could put it at 3.5. Track number 2, Karma Coma. I like the atmosphere of the hook of the song. It's got a tribal groove. Lyrics are okay, but really, kind of nothing really kind of takes it over the edge for me. It sits in a groove and it's kind of nice, but it's not as good as the other one they do, and it's okay, you know. But I shouldn't say it's okay. I've got it 2.5 stars, so it's in between good and very good. But maybe I'm being a little bit overly critical, but you know, it is a good song. Let's put it that way. Track number 3 is called Three. I really like the mood of the song. It's one of my favorites on the album. It's kind of like a perfect combination of like lounge and jazz. Oh no, I'm sorry, 3. I really like the mood of the song. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. Unique vocal. I really like the electronic sounds. It's super moody. Um, there's a little hook at the end. It only does it one time. It's when it's fading out, and in the background goes break, break. I love that part. It's so cool. I only do it one part in the song. I love songs when they do something unique in the song, and they only do it once in the song, and it kind of adds a little touch to it. Um, love this song. One of my favorites on the album. 3. I got it 4 stars. It's an excellent song. Then it goes into Weather Storm, which I like even better. It's such a good instrumental. It's so classic to me. There's so many times where this I played this song at a lounge or at a restaurant or opening up a DJ set that I was playing like in the opening and welcoming people into the bar, or it's just a perfect kind of lounge track. It's just so simple, but it's so perfect. Again, I said it earlier, but I was saying about this song. It's just like the perfect lounge and jazz mix. The effects on the drums are really cool. Kind of has like a little bit of an echo, and it's really kind of key for the track. The piano's beautiful, bass line's great. Keyboard melody in the background kind of rises through it. It's really excellent. Really makes you feel like you're floating away. It's just so breezy and so relaxing and so perfect. It's just like the most ideal track to make people feel welcome if you're like a opening DJ, like a jazz DJ, or you're playing a lounge, or and in respect, this album is a great album you put on that makes everybody feel comfortable. You know, if you're black or white or you're into hip hop or you're into this or it has something for everybody. This album, I feel like, maybe not everybody, but I feel like if you're into culture of music and stuff like that everybody would respect something on this album. I think, um, and that's probably the most highest compliment I can give on this album. But Weatherstorm, 4.25 stars, just excellent song. Track number 5, Spying Glass. This is a kind of a reggae dub influence of the band. This kind of shows that it's one of their better songs. Good groove, sounds are nice. Good dub sounds too. Got it 3.25 stars, so just a little bit above very good. And then the track Better Things, nice down tempo, sung really well, good bass line, nice atmosphere, overall mood. Can't feel like I put it very good though. I got a 2.5 stars right in the middle. And then Eurochild, nice atmosphere, groove, good instrumental sounds on this one, good jazz feel. I really like the jazz sort of addition towards the end. I got it really close to very good as well, 2.75 stars. And then Sly, really eerie, hypnotic, and moody, nice strings. Kind of has like a James Bond theme song to it. Like if there was a James Bond movie that was on an island and they sort of did like a reggae thing or maybe like an island feel, and it was like James Bond on Tartuga, um, or Bahamas or something like that. Like this would be a theme song for that movie. It kind of reminds me of that. Was it the Shine Like Diamonds one? Kind of sounds like a mix of that and sort of one of the early theme songs to like, not For Your Eyes Only, but You know, it's not an octopus. Maybe it's sort of for your eyes only in a way. If you kind of mix that kind of theme song with like a R&B, like the Diamonds was, it would sound like Sly. I think it'd be a good James Bond movie. Next James Bond movie ever, have an island one. Make that the theme song. Massive Attack. That'd be cool. I got 3 stars and a quarter, so very good song. Heat Miser. Kind of down tempo instrumental, solid sounds, nice keys and strings. Maybe it could have been a better opener or a closer than sort of putting it here towards the end. Got 2 stars. It's a good song. And then track 10 is the kind of confusing one. This Light My Fire, the live version of the Doors song. This song always confused me. In fact, most of the time I never played it because I don't necessarily care for it. Do I think it's a good cover? Do I like the Doors? No. You know, I don't like the Doors. I don't really have any particular reason why I like the Doors. It's because they have no bass line, maybe. I'm not a huge organ fan, you know. No keyboards, nothing psychedelic really about it. Riders on the Storm, maybe that might be the best song that they have. Can't really pinpoint any Doors album or Doors song that I really like. You know, I just so this song just confuses me, and I think they just did it because they think it's a good cover song. And I know that's kind of partly the thing with trip hop and reggae and stuff like that. They do a lot of cover songs, and so I get it why it's on here, but it's kind of confuses me. It shouldn't have been on the album. I feel it should be like on a 7-inch track for the DJs that like it. You know, not really the end of an album that's as good as this. I It was really hard to rate because it is kind of a it's a successful cover version of it, but I don't like the Doors, and I don't think it really belongs on this album. I put it as okay, 1 star. So yeah, the overall comments on this album. Some smooth songs on here. Protection, Weather Storm, some good contributions from the crew in 3 and Karma Coma. Almost the ideal trip hop album. It's really more of a down tempo album again than a trip hop album. Really good contributions from all the members. Good production overall, good engineering, mixing. The bad, not too much. The cover is really weak. And then Light My Fire. Those are the 2 opportunities. This cover. What is this cover of? It has like a person on the front, you know, person on the front with a fork and eggs. I mean, fork and eggs, fork and a knife, right? Like, what does that mean? You know, the back's okay. It's got the pictures of the members on there. It's not a bad design, but what does that picture mean? I don't get it. I mean, I get the flame. They had that on the first album, so I get there's a carryover with that. But I don't. And then they put the barcode here. You know, like a barcode on the front. I guess that's kind of cool, I suppose. But I like the font. I like things in lowercase. I like the font type, but I just don't understand the picture. It doesn't grab you at all, really, for such a legendary album too. It's funny when you rate like Blue Lines and you relate Protection and then Mezzanine. It's gonna be interesting which album I rate the highest. But then going into the score, add up the stars. There's 2 4-star tracks, 3 3-star tracks, 4 2-star tracks, and 1 1-star track. So half of the album is very good and above. Half of the album is okay to high good. So yeah, it makes it interesting. I add up the stars. 29 stars out of divided by 10 songs is a 2.90. Really strong album. If I correlate that to an album, 2.90, it's probably right in around 70. And because of the highlights on the highlights on here, I got 3 songs. I mean, again, five songs above 3 stars, and really, I could put Protection up to 4 stars. I feel like it could be close, and I think of the importance of this album and stuff like that, and I think it's a great listen to. Song 1 through 9. There's no, except for the last song, there's no song that's below good on this album. So I feel like I can pump it up a little bit and push it a little bit higher into the very good. It's like the score is right at the bottom of very good, like right on the edge of 2.90. That kind of correlates to like a 69, 68. But I pushed a little bit higher. I got this 76 out of 100. I feel pretty confident in putting it in the middle of very good. Um, if Light My Fire would have been like a 4 star song, like a really knockout end of the album, this album would have pushed into an excellent category at 80. I really feel confident about that. I think it could have been. There's some excellent songs on here. I don't think the highs are as good on this album as they are on Blue Lines, but I think it's close. But I think Mezzanine might be the best overall album, but this is really close and kind of in the middle of the both. And it's perfectly in the middle of both. When you think of 1991, 94, and 98 is kind of right in the middle of those albums. So, in a lot of ways, I think this is a very underrated album. Everybody talks about Blue Lines and everybody talks about Mezzanine, but I think Protection is a very strong album and kind of overlooked in a lot of ways for Massive Attack's career. So yeah, curious what you think. 76 out of 100 for Protection. My top 3 songs are Weather Storm, 3, and Protection. And so yeah, curious what are your favorite 3 songs, and what is your ranking on Protection. All right, thanks for listening. Have a good day.